Hello guys, trust you all are doing just so awesome. Welcome back to Don's Graphics. In this tutorial I will be showing you how you can design a birthday flyer just with the help of your Pixellab application, like what you are seeing on your screen right now. Please, if you are coming across the channel for the first time, kindly subscribe and turn on notification for yet more other amazing tutorials. Now let's begin without wasting much of your time. So basically I'm going to start from afresh so we can see what is happening here. So I would love to delete this text. Then I go to my size setting and prepare this size. So we're working with 1122 by 1280, a width of 122 and 1280. Once you have that, you want to go now to your background setting, which is right here with you, and click on the background setting. Now scroll to the right and you will see this from gallery option. I'm taking this very detailed so that even if you are a beginner, you will not face any issues here. So this is where we are going to work, and I'm just going to crop out this section of the background so that we can have something like this with us. Now after achieving this, the next thing that we want to do is to add some more orange color to this background. So how can we do that? First of all, go to your shape setting and select gradient, then click on the plus button, which is right here, and now let's set our gradient. So it's very simple. Let's click here and also click here to set the first gradient color. So we're going to decrease this completely, just as you can see here. Then you click on OK and you have this. Now you want to click up here on this fourth gradient pattern, then you bring this very much closer to this and you offset this. You click here to swap the color positions because we want the black to go to the middle. So let's shift this back. Okay, shift this back, then shift this now to this point. So let's shift this to this point, and what you're going to do is to click on OK. So let's click on OK, and now we have this with us. Now what we are going to do is to change the color to orange. Okay, so let's change this color into orange. Right, I think this is better. Then we make a copy and add it on top of the first one. Now go to your background and your layer and duplicate. So let's mesh them up together, not duplicate. Let's mesh them up together. Then we can position this here. All right, then let's make a copy again and position it right here as well. All right, so somehow I think we can change this to yellow, since the text I will be writing there is linked to. So let's change this color into yellow. Let's change this other one also. All should be in yellow colors, guys. So I think with this we are good to go. So just position it this way, then bring this one here. Now what you are going to do is to go to your layer and lock everything up. Now it's time for us to bring in the image of the birthday celebrant. So I'm going to go to my import button and bring in the image of the person celebrating this birthday. So I have with me here the image of this model. Look at how I'm cropping it, guys. So you have to make sure that you have cropped your image neatly. Then after you are done cropping the image, click here to take it to Pixellab, into Pixellab. So we're here. I'm just going to size this up. Okay, let's just size this up neatly. So after sizing it up, allow it to fit neatly here. Then go to your lazy position and make sure it's on the middle. After doing that, you want to go to layer and lock this up. Now after logging this up, what next? It's now time for us to bring in the necessary information or the text for this design. So what we're going to do here is to first of all, let's blend some sections of this image with the background. So how can we do that? First of all, let's go to shape. Now we select gradient, and what we're going to do is to click here. So let's set a gradient. Click here And let's change the first gradient color to this, so that we have this fading gradient. Now make this tiny enough to fit just below here, right, as you can all see. Then what we're going to do is to change the color of this into orange. So let's change this color into orange so it can fit with the background. But then what we're also going to do is to go to draw option. So we're going to draw, click on draw. So once you click on draw, increase your pen size. I always do this most often on my videos. So then increase the smoothness to 100% and increase the blur radius to 25% completely. Now just stretch your hand on the finger. I think this is too small. Let's increase the pen size equally. So the pen size, the smoothness and everything is increased to the fullest, to the maximum. Now draw your finger on the screen just a little, not too much, and click on the check mark. So you have this. You can make an extension of this right now. Okay, now look at what we're going to do. We are going to shift this to fall to the back of this other image. Okay, then you shift it a little bit upwards, and you can see that our image has blended with the background. So we're going to click on this other image, which is here, on this other element, this fading gradient. Let's reduce the opacity a bit. Okay, we want that portion to be really blacker so that we can write stuffs on it. Now go to layer and lock everything up. Now it's time for us to bring in all the other necessary informations. Okay, but before we do that, please kindly make sure that you have subscribed to the channel, because when you do so, you encourage us to produce more videos, and also you will be notified whenever we post new and other amazing tutorials. That said, I want us to bring some flower elements here. So click on import, and I'm going to go to a particular folder that hosts my flower elements. So let me check through. All right, okay, good. So here I have this flower element. Okay, let's look at what I'm going to do. Just reduce this in size a bit and position it to this other section of your design. Now what we're going to do is to make a copy of this and increase it a little bit in size. And what we're going to do now is to send it to back, but not to the back of the other light effects that we created here. So look at where we are positioning it. We removed it from completely to back to this position, so it should fall below these three light effects as I can put them. So we want to position this here, so neatly position it to fall here. Then what you want to do right now is to make a copy again and position it here. So let's position this here and let's shift it to the back of the lady. All right, good. Now after positioning all of this, you want to go to layer once again and make sure that you have locked everything up. After logging everything up, the first thing we're going to do is to go to our text option and write the date, which is happening on the 10th of July 2024. So look at the pattern in which we're writing the date, and we're using this oxblood color. So you can see it is, the color code for that is 520-300. That is the color code, kind of an oxblood color. So let's go give this a very nice and neat font. So the font I'm using here is called the Adoha font, but then you can use any other script font. It must not be this particular font. Okay, so let's increase this in size so we can move it easily, and after doing this we can reduce it back in size to just 50. so just size 50. So let's check the size once again, then use your position button to move it neatly to this section. Now let's try bolding this text and see how it looks like. So we go and bold it by clicking here, then after you click on your check mark to continue. So I got the bold here on styles. Once you click on style, you will see this to bold your text, and if you are not satisfied with the bold effect, you can undo it here. Okay, now what we are going to do again is to copy this text and edit it into something else. So we are going to write long life and prosperity. So it's normal for this kind of wishes once it's birthdays. So we have long life and prosperity. Now what you are going to do is to break this into 2 lines, into 3 lines even, and position it here. But then we are going to reduce this in size to make it a little bit smaller, so that we can make it to fall just here like so. After doing this, you want to go to your shape, select a new shape and position it neatly, just separating the date and the wish. So we are going to separate this date and the wish with a small tiny line. Okay, so let's break this into a very small tiny line, give it the same Oxford color, and you can see that everything is falling in place. Once you are satisfied with that, you want to continue again to another write-up for the birthday design. So this time around, what we're going to do is to go to a completely new text, which is here, and let's write happy, then just leave it like that. So bring it here. Once you write you are happy, bring it here. Okay, then we are going to go to our text, our font area, sorry, and there is this particular script font that I want us to use. It is called the Amsterdam one font. I often use this font also for my designs. It's very nice. It's a script font, so you can reduce the size of this just as what you are seeing on your screen right now and make it fall like this. Now look at what we're going to do. Somehow we're going to reduce the size of this image because it appears to be very big. So I'm going to reduce the size of the image and push it a little bit upwards. So let's reduce the size, and after we're done reducing, let's reduce it to about 80%. Then we use lazy position now to make sure it falls on the middle of our design. Then what we can do right now is to shift it down a bit. Okay, I think that adjustment is okay like that. Now in order to continue, we're going to copy this text and write but. So this is where the beauty of the design comes in. So we're first of all going to write but. After writing but, let's change the color into white. Like I said, you must not use this particular script font that I'm using here. You can use any other script font of your choice that can fit well into what we are trying to achieve here. So we can position this like so. Okay, so we have birth. Then let's lock this image. Okay, lock this image, and please guys, kindly consider subscribing to the channel, like the video and share it out. I also love to read your comments. Drop your comment about what you think about this particular tutorial, or even any other tutorial you would love us to do. We are here to ensure that you get the best of graphic design skills as far as smartphone graphics is concerned. These are things you can do and be cashing out a lot of money from it, because birthday designs are very common. So what we're going to do now is to copy this text and write day, but then the day is just going to be in small letter. Okay, it should be in small letters. Then we can increase the size to make it the subject of this design or the focus of this design. Carefully, we are going to position it just like so. Now what we're going to do is to reduce the size of this other text a bit, reduce the size a bit. Then let's bring this here and also reduce the size of this one to make sure that it fits neatly. Now you can see that everything is well aligned here perfectly. Okay, so let's align it here. So I have happy birthday. We can also go to reduce the size of this birthday to just 25, then bring it and make sure it's centralized to this section of our design. So we have happy birthday. Now after inserting the happy birthday, the next thing that we want to do is to go to our text and write the wish. So we want to wish her the best birthday yet. It's kind of for a loved one. We saying wishing you the best birthday yet. No one lights up my life like you. Happy birthday, and I'm overjoyed to celebrate your birthday with you. Okay, this is an awesome wish, maybe for a special friend on the occasion of her birthday. Now we're going to go to fonts, and this time around we are going to use a very light font here. I prefer we use the Rockford Sans light font. Later on I will still explain the choice of this font so you can understand why we are using some fonts at certain positions. So just be following the tutorial closely because I will be explaining to you the choice of these fonts. So now we are going to position this here, as you can see. And one thing that is lacking here, we have inserted the date, we have inserted the wishes, but we don't know who is celebrating the birthday, and so it is always necessary to include the name of the celebrant on the design, and that is why I'm just talking and going without illustrating. So that's why we are going to go now to shapes. Okay, go now to your shape area and select a square shape where we are going to write her name. So customize the shape or edit the shape into this. Just bring it here. So we're going to customize everything to fall in place just like this. All right, then after inserting everything like so, what we're going to do now is to change to edit this text. So we can copy this text, edit it. There are two ways to do this. Okay, let me go with the first one. So we can edit this and write the name, which is Chisom. Hello to my Nigerian friends, I really love these your names. So it's Chisom. This is just an illustrative flyer design. It's fictional, so let's make this a little bit bigger. What we can do is to reduce the size of this text again, so we can have ample space right there. So we leave it at 16. Okay, and shift it up a bit. Then we can now shift our text, our shape upwards also, because I want this shape. So let's edit this shape, guys. Let's edit this. I want this shape to fall on the same alignment with the other text, so there should be no differences in that. What I mean is it should fall on the same horizontal alignment here. Good. So we can bring this name now. It's Chisom, so it's Chisom's birthday, and we can put this name here, Chisom, and let's go to spacing. Go to your spacing and space the name out. So bring it here, space it out. So Chisom, like I said, I just love Nigerian names. I don't really know the meaning of this name Chisom, but it's really a good name, right? Now I said there are two ways in doing this. This is just the first way, which I'm not pretty satisfied with. Okay, now we can still put this text here. Now let's change the color of this shape into orange and yellow. So let's go. This is the gradient that I created already, but I'm still going to show you how I did that. So once you're on gradient, click on the plus button, and as you click on plus button, click on the first color here and click here. So we're going to give this first color orange. Okay, let's go. And as you can see, we're here. So the color code is C32B03, and you can click OK. Then the second color, which is something very much close to yellow, though it's still orange, but a lighter one. We have double F B double 000. Okay, 000, double F B 000. Then you can click on OK, and you have this awesome gradient on that shape. Now we can bring in the text, and by bringing in the text, I guess we are going to change the color now into white so that it can fit well into that shape. Then we can reduce the size even to make it well suited. All right, so instead of reducing the size, let's go and let's first of all change the color to white. Then let's go and reduce that spacing. It's too much. And so we have Chisom. So it's a long life and prosperity that we're wishing Chisom on her birthday, plus additional wishes just attached here. Now, for the purpose of adding more life to the design, we are going to take this design now to PixArt, where we're going to add some light effect works to make the design spark out. But if you are satisfied with this, you can still leave it at this juncture. Then you want to just save your design and exit. But for us, well, I still want to show you how to make the design speak well and communicate so brightly in the eyes of the customer. So we're going to save the design as PNG and Ultra. Then after saving it that way, what we're going to do next is to take the design into PixArt. So PixArt is another powerful application that helps you to, so let's discard this. This is the initial one I was working with. So once you launch your PixArt application, this is PixArt. You want to just sign up after downloading PixArt. After downloading it, sign up. Then you sign up with your email account, right? Then you will see this other layer popping up. All you need to do is to click on the Add button. Then you choose the design that we're working on. So we're going to choose our design here, which is this. Then we take it into PixArt, and now that we are on PixArt, it's very simple to add light effects to this design. So just go to Add Photo and choose where you have light effects. All right, but then don't worry, I will share this with you, the resources that we're using. So I just want us to use these light effects here. So once you click on an element, it will show up here. Then you just want to click on Add on the top right far bottom the top right far button. Now we are here, and what you want to do is to adjust. First of all, let's change the color. Go to hue, adjust, go to hue, and let's change this color into something more closer to orange and yellow, since the background is also that color. After you have achieved this, you want to click on the check mark, which is right here. Okay, click here. Then you go now to the blending option. So this is blending. We have screen, we have darken, we have overlay, we have art. So I prefer we go with screen. So we have this. Then we're going to rotate this neatly and just size this up. So there are different ways that you can position this on the flyer depending on your likeness, but for us, I would love us to position this just like so. And we're going to use eraser button here now. So go to your eraser, which is here, click on it, and increase the size of the eraser. So let's just touch through. Okay, this section, we're erasing this section. Erase throughout this section. Okay, we don't want that. Now click on OK, and you check to see if you are satisfied. All right, so let's bring this a little closer. Okay, good. So I think I'm satisfied with this, and we can now proceed to click on the check mark and the save button. So let's go. Then we can click on the save button, which is here, and it has been downloaded into our design. So if you are here, guys, this is how you can design this awesome birthday flyer. with the help of your Pixellab application while adding some finishing touches to it with PixArt. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm hoping to see you in our next tutorial. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. Make sure you have turned on notification, and most especially leave out your comments in the comment section below. I would love to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. It's Don's Graphics.